watching we grow, yeah, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls, they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. Yeah. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. But she got me lifted.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jets going up against the Bears. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. They come up in an offset eye. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block the linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
2nd down following the run. Now Hundley. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
Throwing, Hundley. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And Folt's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about it.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Again, it's Howard. Uses the stiff arm. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Surveying the field. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run here with Langford. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Third down here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets take possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is Archer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Deep drop. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing, Hundley. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the back goes into motion. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it right side to White. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. It got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now they're in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches, hidden yards that may not go.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. go back to the air here after the INT. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. It's a gain of 14 there. That's good for a Jets first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 4th and 4. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds.
That.
Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Howard on second down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. Back to the ground, this time Langford. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Hundley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Over.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Enunwa's got it, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's a quarterback sneak. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And on the ground they go with the running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And in to take over at quarterback now is Geno Smith. Here's Langford, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. Now a 1st down throw, it's Smith. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Chicago 1st down.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll try the air now with Smith. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's able to put it through. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They go with Howard again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. They go counter with Howard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. In motion right is the tight end. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Yeah, it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on third and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. He's back to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 31 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. So he came that close to tying it, but this one sails wide by a whisker.
And Brandon, pro football is a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. And Charles, I think...